Tigers. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Dances away from the heat. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Off the deflection, missed a great chance. Turnover, instead it'll be second down.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Setting up the screen. Just ran over it. And they swarm him under.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They keep attacking through the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone.
Just plowing ahead. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
I I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, K. Up and over, Ncaa will be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, floating away. He's going to take off.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Starts to scramble to the left. Going up top. Makes the grab on the left side. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Clemson jumps to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
DB's right up on the receivers. And it's picked off at the goal line. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Miami 14, Clemson 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Steps away. Fires left. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Caught on the outside, it's Ncaa. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Clemson now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Klubnik. Buys a little extra time. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got it behind the line. It's Martinez. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires downfield. He makes the catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Klubnik. Scrambling away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The handoff to Johnson. Got room at the 35. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
With the game tied.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Back to the air one more time. This one's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He makes the connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Ward. He's going to fire deep. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. On the move, he fires. It's caught. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll fire.